Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. So yesterday I gave you guys a two-leg parlay, which was the Brewers and the Tigers. The Tigers came through for us, but the Brewers did not. So it was an overall losing day. I do have a couple of teams that I had to go through. These are all the teams that showed up for today, but I filtered everything out, and I actually only like one very strong play. The one that was very, very confusing, I had to actually do a deep dive into, was the Mariners, because they went from underdog to favorite. I ended up skipping that game because there was the Evaldi factor, which is the pitching. It's very strong versus Seattle, so that's the reason I skipped it. Everything else in the market is saying to take Seattle, but I skipped it. Let me give you guys the breakdown of all the teams that showed up, and then I'll give you guys the one team that I really do like for today. I want to point out, guys, that tomorrow I'm probably not going to make a video. I'll probably just throw out a free pick, and then Monday I'm going to be traveling. So it's going to be difficult to make a video. If you guys want the free picks, make sure you go to link in the description and click on free picks. Otherwise, you probably won't see a video for tomorrow and Monday. And then I'll be back on Tuesday. So let me just give you guys the breakdown of all the teams that showed up today. And I filtered everything out. And the only one I do like I said, is one very strong play. So the ones that showed up for the line movement was the Royals plus 1.5, the Guardians plus 1.5, Cubs. Cubs does have the strong pitcher out there today at the plus 1.5. The Brewers showed up again. Yankees, Athletics at the plus 1.5. The Reds, the Blue Jays. I will skip the Blue Jays for sure because they are tanking completely and they suck. So don't even touch that game. And then the other teams that showed up like more than once on different systems is the Brewers, the Red Sox, and the Reds. I also like the under on the Dodgers game because of the strong pitching there with Yamamoto on the mound. So again, guys, make sure you can check out the free picks. Also, make sure to subscribe. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers. Let me give you the play. I really like the Reds today against the Cardinals, and let me explain why very quickly. So the win probability is at, it does say Cardinals 52%. However, all the categories out of 12 different categories stats-wise, Cincinnati is 9 out of those 12. So Green is the pitcher for Cincinnati. He's an elite pitcher with strikeouts, base on balls, everything like that. The FIP, the ERA, everything is very good for Cincinnati. Line started as an underdog, and now they're currently favorite. So what that means is that whenever that happens, whenever there's a line move like that, when it goes from an underdog to a favorite, it's a big deal, especially because the bet percentages and the money is coming in on the Cardinals. So for that much money to be coming in on one side and the line shifting the other way, that is a reverse line move on top of everything else. Now a few more stats, and then I'll tell you exactly how I'm playing this. The St. Louis Cardinals in the last 15 games at home, they're only hitting at a 26% hit rate. If we look at the odds for DraftKings, both teams are supposed to go over 3.5 runs. So they're pretty even. Even the odds are exactly at a minus 145. Now where it gets interesting is the pitching, because Hunter Green, like I said, he's a A-grade elite pitcher. Palante, which is a B-grade pitcher. The bullpen is also much better at a 3.92 versus a 4.18 for St. Louis. Now on the OPS, meaning on-base percentage for the batting, now for the offense. So great. So let me just tell you this. The starting pitcher is much better. The bullpen is much better. And then the batting, Cincinnati's number 16 on OPS, meaning on-base percentage. Seattle is dead last. So number 16 versus dead last. And then the last thing, like I said, is 9 of 12 categories the Cincinnati leads. So I'm taking Cincinnati on the money line. Make sure that you comment. Make sure you make sure you subscribe, and also check out the free picks. Like I said, I won't be able to make a free video for tomorrow. More than likely, I won't be making a video, but I will throw out a free pick. And then on Monday, I'll be traveling, so more than likely, I won't be doing a video either. But I will be throwing out a free pick. So again, make sure you click on the link in the description. Click on free pick. Also, make sure to subscribe. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers.